So, hi everybody. This is Casey, and with me today it's Zainal, Mr. Zainal. I'll let him introduce himself after this. Actually, the reason why I asked actually Mr. Zainal to come in because he achieved like very amazing results for his tutoring business. Mr. Zainal is focusing on maths tuition, right? Tutoring, right? Okay, so I'll let Mr. Zainal introduce a little bit about himself. So, Mr. Zainal, what do you do exactly? Where do you from? What do you
do? I'm from Shalam, Selangor. I've been teaching offline for like 16 years already, from 2004 until 2020. But my offline business most usually is a home tuition and then go to teach in tuition center. So my income and my somewhat I achieve a ceiling most of the time. So I cannot grow because my time slot is quite limited. I reset, so starting June, August, my income is getting low and lower because most of my students, they are stopped tuition because I cannot go to their home or tuition center. So that's when I quite desperate, and I saw Casey's advertisement on Facebook. He offered that he what I like about Casey's service, because he focused on tutors rather than just just any business you can do. No, he just focused on tutor, which I like because it showed that how he empathy with tutors kind of struggle to gain students. And then I can see him in value because he understand teachers mindset versus business mindset. Yeah, most of the time we are tutors that very focused on teaching and referral, which is quite weak in terms of marketing. I also don't have any experience in marketing on media social, online, Facebook. I don't have any experience on that. But I remember I joined. I took Casey's service on late August, and then I just follow whatever he said. I just follow his mentorship. He asked me to buy a new domain. I just buy, install that, just follow. Quite blindly, so I can say. I just buy. I just go on, and then after a while, for the first month on September, I gained like my income that time like 1,000. I don't know, it's quite very low. I gained like suddenly like 37 students, and my income is like within that time I got only 5 or 7 students, so I gained 30 students in 1 month. So my income suddenly jumped to 6,500, like that. Okay, after that, I asked Casey, what's next? And then he told me, just increase your daily budget. I quite, wow, sure. Because he said my cost per lead is quite low, so just take advantage, just increase daily budget gradually. So I just follow blindly. So, I know nothing. I just, okay lah, whatever lah. And then I get more students. So if I get more students, so for this last month, October, I double. So I just like from 37 students, now I achieve quite nearly another 40 students. Now I have 80 students in my hands. So now I double, so my income, my sales is like 6,500. Now it's 13K. And by today, so this is like 2nd November, my sale already already achieved nearly 2,000. So only 2 days. So I don't know. And then of course I have to improve my system lah along the way. Yeah.
So you start from zero. When we start from zero, and then after that we get about 80 students like in about 2 months.
Yes.
And that's where actually your income jumped from like I don't know how many folds already. So but I'm so happy for you. So this is actually the reason why I asked you to come and share is because there are a lot of people out there, like they are tutors, they are tuition centers, they want to start a business, then they don't know how to. Actually, they don't know what should they do, and then there are struggles, and they're just stuck. So I think because you've gone through the both sides, the struggle part, and also now you're making quite good money right now from scratch in 2 months. So if you, let's say, for those people who are struggling right now, so what do you think is the most important? Like for example, tutors like you, they are probably teaching English or teaching maths, also teaching something else. What do you think what's your advice for them, and what do you think is the most important for them if they are struggling or if they don't see any improvement right now?
Yeah, I like that question. Very good. For me, the most important thing that I learned from Casey that is, I mean, I have group of tutors. I can see their mindset is like we discussed before. Our mindset is like we want to be the best teacher ever, and we will rely on our referral because we are good. So we can rely. We like quite arrogantly rely on referral. So for me, that mindset is quite it's quite damaging for tutor because when you rely more into referral, it's kind of limited your growth. So what I learned, so my advice to tutors now, since now we have, I mean, we can do online class. Yeah, we can scale. What I mean by scale is that we have to learn to buy a student. Okay, what I mean by is like we have to learn how to value the marketing. I mean the marketing side, because most tutor they don't have that kind of mindset. For them, it's like whatever they got, that's it. It's by referral, that's it. So I just satisfy whatever I have, that's it. For me, that's quite limiting. So what I learned, the most important thing is we can value the. I mean we can. I still don't know what is the correct word, but we can purchase a customer. From my point of view, overall, per lead I just spend like RM6 per lead. So that's how I calculate. Okay, for me, so from for 3 students that enroll, probably 2 of them are going to my for my try class, and 1 of them will purchase. So it's like RM6 times 3. So I must pay RM80, for example, to gain 1 student. So RM80 is, if you have that figure, you can invest so much. I mean, it's quite predictable. After a while, you can see the model, you can grow. So that require a lot of mind shift for tutors, because I've known all my friends, they don't have that kind of mindset. For them, just luck. Whatever they got referral, that's it. I just satisfied with what I have. That's it. For me, okay, regardless of you doing online or tuition center, this is quite beneficial. Okay, although I don't think if you are fully home tutor is quite limiting, because you cannot invite other students to go to your student. But it's quite useful of you teaching online, like myself, or you can you are tuition center owner. So this is quite a mindset. So after a while, you can see how. Okay, what I sorry, I have to take Casey into account here, because he's helping me to see it's all predictable somehow. Predictable in terms of, after a while, like me, I just do it for 2 months. I can see I have to spend like RM80 for 1 student. So it's quite
no brainer.
No brainer. Just go on lah. So what? So no brainer at all. And then I mean, and one thing, so Casey taught us about in his video, he talked about lifetime value. See, so one thing good about this is what I have to feel very. I mean, for tutors, we are quite lucky, because student is like, if you give a good service, definitely they will stay. So your sales is like repeatable for 2nd month and 3rd month is quite, so it's not like one off, unless your teaching is not as good. I mean, it's repeatable. So if you got 1 student, you times like, probably they will stay like, I don't know, you can stay like 10 months. You can, it's quite luxury in that sense, if you think, because they give you money and then you just spend like RM80. So yeah, no brainer at all. Yeah.
You spend about $18. You spend about RM18 to get a customers, but then they are paying you every month. And then if your service is good, and they will stick with you every month. That's like, if you calculate the money, it's
yeah.
That is like, I only spend this amount of money, but I'm getting like this big amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think you highlight a very good point for all the people out there, which I know there are a lot of people still cannot see the point yet. And the sad thing is, a lot of people, they only start to realize this when they face when they have a huge issue with their sales and so on. But I'm glad actually you point this out, because this is so important. That's the reason why I want to ask you to come and share with people. And the next thing, it's I have one final question for you. Perhaps you can actually summarize everything for people who are watching now. So my question is that for those people who are startup, who plan to start a tutoring business like you, or those who are actually already started a business, the education business and so on, but they are stuck. They do not. The students is dropping, students is not increasing, so they don't know. They cannot see the futures. So what is your advice to these people who, number one, the people who want to start a business but planning to in the process but don't have students yet, they don't know what to do. The second thing is those who are already in business, they have been doing this for quite some time, but they don't see the growth that you are having right now. That probably the student is dropping, but your students is like shoom like that. So what is your, can you summarize everything based on your experience of so many years of teaching, and we've gone through everything together, and summarize everything and just tell them give them some advice, what to do.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the question. Definitely. First thing first. You must First you must take Casey's service because
Okay.
because he's really helped. I'm not lying. This is he's not paying me. I'm paying him. So definitely and one more thing, you must follow whatever he says. Right. Okay. In my case, I say just quite blindly following his advice. I just follow, increase daily budget. Okay. So increase that or just change domain. I just follow. And then I just refer to him. Casey, what if I want, and then he asked higher goals. So Casey is like, it's like kind of mentor who really push you. For me, I feel glad that I found Casey, because one thing good about Casey, he's very focused on tutoring. I mean, that's a plus point for me, because there's a lot of marketing guru focus on any business, which is for me it's not helping me at all, because I don't know what to do. But Casey's his experience is into the education business, and he know what he talk about. Okay, I'm glad to help him being his testimonial, because from 0 to 80 students. So first thing first, you must take his service, and then you must follow whatever his advice. And third, for me, Casey also give us a lot of videos, and I just keep listening repeatedly. It's quite a long video, sometimes 1 hour. Tomorrow I listen, next day I listen, just because I want to understand his mindset on the whole thing. Because when you hear it first time, it's like, what's that? I mean, after you see stuff, it makes sense. After a while, it's like ingrained in your brain. Oh, that's how Casey look at it. So we just copy his thinking, And okay, that's that's testimonial for Casey.
Thank you so much.
And then for tutors, so definitely you have to teach whatever you really enjoy and you really experience. In my case, I really enjoy maths. Of course, it's fun for me to teach that. Although I can understand physics, chemistry, but it's quite a lot of take time. Okay, just focus on math, because for me it's easy. I enjoy and easy. Focus on your strength, and then also know your client. Okay, in my context, I never do deal with students, because they are not the paymaster. Always deal with your with parents, because parents they have money. Yeah. For me, student is important in classroom. Definitely, you have to make them like us. That's number one. That's rule for tutor. I think most tutor are quite understand that part. But marketing wise, never deal with students, because students, although they like you, but if the parent don't know you, definitely they don't want to pay. You must tackle the parents. Okay, how to tackle the parents? You must understand where they are. That's what Casey taught me. So I mean, they have like certain age, 40 to 60 for my case. So most of my prospects, so 80% of them are women. So women, so they are like, for me, because I experienced in dealing with mothers, so for me it's quite.
It's a plus point.
It's a plus point, because we have empathy for them. They are really concerned, worrying about their kids. So just comfort them. Don't worry. We can try. And then also one thing good about this online class, I can charge much lower than my personal, home tuition. So that's the good thing. But so they like win-win. I mean, I can give good service with the low price for them, and so I can I can get a volume. So it's like, okay, one, I want to summarize. please take KC service and follow his advice quite blindly, and always report to him also, because because he will correct you anyway. Okay, don't worry about that, because you pay him, definitely he will help you. Okay, to think, focus on your strength, which is whatever subject you are, and then third, you must know your who the paymaster, in the case parents. So please focus, give good. Just be good to them, sincere, entertain them, and I think most details you are quite experienced to deal with that. So so we just replicate whatever lah. So to summarize, Casey's advice plus your experience, I think most details obviously can do lah. Yeah.